in my dream state. Relocate my fantasy. I stay in reality. You live in my dream state.
Awesome. Oh, I love rubbing my hands together like this. Feeling the friction. That's how you know some good shit's about to happen.
Hell yeah.
They start heating up.
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's get to it. He's right here. Under the... Right here with it? Yeah, man. We're gonna just get straight into it. We do a cracking toast. You know, everyone else set's cracking right now.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Toast up.
Eli. Hey. Toast. Gangway.
Alright, so... You guys are probably wondering, like, who's this dude? Who's this guy to the left?
Who that boy?
Of Nate's.
Who him is?
Should I even tell them? Like,
yeah, I swear.
They should know. Alright, so y'all need to get your fucking facts straight. I got Dami.
We got Dami in here. We got Domination.
Co-founder.
Yes, sir.
World Divide. Sole founder of Domination? Damination? How do I say that?
Domination, like domination.
Like domination.
Like world domination. That's my goal.
It's kind of about like where you put like the stress though. It's like domination.
Right.
As opposed to like domination.
Domination.
Like domination. I like that.
You like that one? Yeah.
So, we're chilling here with not only someone who knows how to start a brand, but someone who knows how to promote, how to spread some messages, bro. So,
Yeah.
You know how to stay relevant.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. I really try to, in terms of promoting things, I really try to keep things going, even if I'm not really working on anything, or I'm always working on something.
Yeah.
You feel me? But people won't always know. So if I feel like I'm, working on something important, like the stuff that I just made.
Yeah, the capsule.
Yeah, the capsule. Like for that, man, I was promoting that before I even knew I was making clothes. Like I was just
shit.
Man, I feel like my brain works a lot faster than like my hands. I mean that tends to be the case, but like in this situation, literally, I was already thinking about it before I even knew what I was doing. So I was like posting like flowers every day. I didn't even know why I was doing that. I was doing it.
You were just like, I like this shit.
Yeah, I was like,
and
I
more
like
than
this.
that, you're coming from a spot of like, I still need to keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is, whether it be like the smallest amount of like hype or just even the consistency of putting an idea out there.
Exactly.
I think a lot of people fail to realize that, especially with how much power we have, everything's so random sometimes. It's like, if some people were to stick with one thing for long enough, despite whatever perception of like a goal, however far that might seem sometimes, people just easily, they fall off and they stay inconsistent.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if you do that, like you fall off, like people not gonna remember.
Like certain artists, but certain, I think, maybe this is just with music. Certain artists have the luxury to fall off. Yeah,
because personally, I feel like the people that have the luxury of falling off are the people who are, the most well-known, like established. Like for example, Jay-Z just dropped an album, and
incredible album, by the way.
Amazing album, and
incredible, super short,
very important for the whole culture. But like Jay-Z, quote unquote, fell off. Not in terms of music, he hasn't made music in a very long time. In a couple years.
He hasn't released music.
He hasn't released music. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I even watched the interview. He was talking about the process of making it, and
that fucking Rap Radar interview.
Yeah, that Rap
Radar. They didn't even touch the food. I don't even know if that food was real, because it was in black and white. The color was black and white, so I didn't even know if it was real, honestly. Because if I'm sitting there at a if we had a feast. No, I'm not eating in front of Jay.
You feel me? Yeah.
I'm not. Then we get crumbs.
If he's not eating, then I'm not eating. Like that, you feel me? They sipped on a little bit.
But what did he say? So he was he just talking about how people perceived that he fell off, but he really never. He
wasn't even talking about that. He was just saying that like when he, because he doesn't put out music often anymore. He was like, if I'm gonna put something out, it's got to be something that I need people to hear. Like people need to hear this. Like it's a message. Like it's it's not in vain. Like he wasn't just gonna put out a project like Man. You know, just for the hell of it.
Well, that's what's kind of so crazy about this time in his career. I mean, 444, we realize the significance of that number in multiple ways. But it all started with that address.
Yeah.
And that elevator.
The elevator.
3 beautiful albums came out that elevator.
Literally.
But around that time, there was a lot of controversy. And, you know, I've always listened to Jay-Z. I've always supported Jay-Z. Yeah. But I think when we're talking about releases and, you know, the idea of hype and build-up, I think August 25th this year was like one of the craziest days for music releases in terms of the hype that preceded it.
Yeah.
Think about it. What did we have? Let's list them off. We had
Cozy Tapes
Volume 2. Caesar's new project.
Love is Rage 2.
Love is Rage 2. There was like
Daniel Caesar.
Yeah. We said I have that.
You said that right. And then another one.
Wait, you said Love is Rage.
XXX Tentacion.
Yeah.
4.
And then there was like something else. There was like there was a lot of shit. A lot of
yeah. There was
one more thing that we're like.
Was it? I think
it was someone like.
Was it Made in Tio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made in Tio dropped? I didn't even know about that shit.
Made in Tokyo, yeah.
Man, there was a lot of shit.
There was a lot.
That was a crazy release.
That whole that on one day, like what?
Bro.
Like, why all these guys doing it? Like, damn. 'Cause I remember Uzi was like, I'm dropping this at midnight. Like, he didn't give it any, you know, he just dropped it like that, you know?
Is Uzi a Satanist?
Probably.
Probably. We were talking about that. I don't know. Does it matter?
It depends on, you know, I feel like if you're...
It matters to some people for sure.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like people that believe that if you listen to something and then you allow what you're listening to change your mindset or, you know, to give some other, you know, perception of how you view life.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm not listening to that shit. You
know?
But like, for example, someone like me, I feel like I'm strong in my own faith, so shit. Yeah. I'm listening for the music. You know, some artists you listen to for what they have to say, like Jay-Z. Then some artists you listen to for, you know, to get hype.
I'm not listening to sauce it up. Because his name sounds like Lucifer.
No,
you know what I mean? Like, it's like that's pretty surface. You know?
Yeah.
But
you know, every artist has their own. You know,
no, everyone's got their own.
You feel me? So shit. If you're an artist and that's, you know,
and even if you're a consumer too, that's important that you said that everyone's got their own like stipulations.
Exactly.
But what I wanted to get into is a debate that we were heavily in, and I'm gonna ask on this show for future times, you know, just to really see where people fall on this issue. But how do you separate the work, the artist's work, in like an XXX case? Okay. Like, how do you separate the person and the artist? Do you? Can you? Or like, because I've struggled with that as well. Like, I constantly, even as a musician, like someone who releases music, my take on it is a little different.
Right.
But I'm just curious as to what you think.
So, in terms of like, now he has, that's why he went to jail in the first place, because he had that case. And now he's still out here talking crazy.
He's talking crazy too, right?
Personally, personally, I'm not a fan of him.
Yeah.
Because it's when it comes to like, you know, abuse and the treatment of women, like that's something I really have zero tolerance for at all. No, I don't care who you are, but if there is evidence of you doing so, I can't, you know, I can't
rock with you.
I can't rock with you, you know? So, like, I know now it's mostly allegations, but even the way he's, like, speaking on it, it's really, regardless of if he did it or not, like, he's disrespecting women, like, every day, like, responding, you know? Yeah. And that's not something that I support ever. So, and I don't listen to his music. Because of the way I believe, you know, he behaves is not, you know, the way that I would want to
Yeah,
do.
that
You know what I
my
mean? Like,
perception of him doesn't align with what I want from my artist that I'm
Mhm.
gonna give my streaming dollars to.
exactly.
And look, like, just
we
to
are
kind of
paying
like,
them.
because I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I think it's an important question, and where I stand on it is different from where I stood on it.
Okay, before.
And I think it really is a case by case, you know. You really have to evaluate each person. So I always used to use this argument for like sticking up for Ye. I'd be like, Ye's a
Word.
good person,
Yeah.
even though his personality might be garbage.
Mhm.
Personality and behaviors, those are a little. Now we're getting into different things. So
Exactly.
I think it's important that we all just are aware of that, so that when we can when we explain why we draw our lines, it doesn't seem like hypocritical or choosy. It's like
Exactly.
this shit is
It's
choosy,
consistent.
but it's like if you look at what I stand for, and this goes for everybody, hopefully there's some consistency.
Exactly.
So now we're about to have fun. All right. So have you seen Jim Carrey's flipping out on?
The red carpet?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was talking about.
What was he saying? From your perspective,
He
you
was
said
saying
life
this
is
whole,
meaningless.
This whole event is bullshit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically he was like, this is all. It doesn't mean anything. Like it's worthless. Like we're here.
Are you a nihilist or no? Or do you even like?
What is that?
Nihilism is like it's like not optimism or pessimism.
Right. No, I'm very optimistic. I'm very optimistic about a lot.
Mm-hmm.
About everything.
You are. You seem like optimistic.
Like about
optimistic
like
as in-
naturally.
You be happy and shit.
Yeah. Like I'd be happy. Like hell yeah.
You be happy.
You feel me? So like when I'm happy, you know I'm happy because I'm just lighting up a room. You feel
Yeah,
me? Just
you-
because that's how my
You
personality
just
is.
feel that good.
You know.
That's
so
awesome.
if I feel that way, I feel like everybody else should feel that way too, and I try and spread that.
So was he kind of wrong in saying life is meaningless?
I mean, yeah. To me, I feel like I was actually just having this conversation with Joey earlier.
Oh, for sure.
And talking about how,
shout out Snowy
you know,
Joey.
shout out Snowy Joey, man.
I forgot
That's
who he
my
was
dog.
like 5 seconds ago. We met for like the 8th time.
Word. Shout out
It's like some
Snowy
real like
Joey,
industry
man.
shit. It's like, hey.
That's my brother, man. Yeah, y'all musicians, you know, y'all be seeing hella musicians be like, oh yeah, that was you, true.
I thought it was me. I thought it was me myself. I was like,
Word.
nah, I'm just-
But yeah, you know, we were just talking about life and how, you know, while we're here, we have to make some sort of impact because that's all we're gonna be able to have after we're gone.
Is that impact?
Mm-hmm.
That impact.
Because,
I agree.
like you said,
I've been using that word a lot lately too.
Yeah.
Thinking about that shit a lot.
because it's important. Like,
Yeah.
it's funny because even I really realized it this summer while I was like,
What were you going through? What's up?
I was going through a lot,
I know,
like
I
a
can
lot,
tell.
and it's crazy that you can like, you know, come out with something that looks so like beautiful out of
Yeah.
that dark like space, you know.
Man, I mean it's crazy, but then again it's not. I mean the capsule is awesome.
Thanks, bro.
The video
Appreciate
and
that.
promotion around it, it's great.
Appreciate that.
I think in terms of meaning and impact and where we look for it, nothing had more impact on me than the times in my life where I felt like I was rebelling.
Mm-hmm.
And usually, the cause of that rebellion is marijuana.
True.
You get out with some niggas.
I feel you.
Go to the park.
I feel
Instantly, bad decisions get made.
Right.
Money gets spent.
Uh huh.
Tell us about Dami's first time getting high. Does Dami even smoke?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, first time.
First time. I think it was.
Not that you smoked, that you got high.
Okay. Because I think it was 2 different times. I think the first time I smoked weed, I didn't get. Well, I didn't feel like I was. I was probably high, but it wasn't as high as the real time.
How old were you?
I was like 16, 17.
Okay.
I smoked with my cousins.
So you were like a junior in high school.
Yeah, I had a lot of friends that smoked. 'Cause I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia, and my friends. I grew up in like a white neighborhood, so like we were growing up, and then their older siblings started smoking and shit. Like some people were like in 7th grade smoking. I was not. I played sports too, so I wasn't even like
Yeah, it just wasn't on the radar.
I moved to Nigeria after my sophomore year. My whole family moved to Nigeria after sophomore year. So I technically live there now. I live out here now because of school, but yeah.
That's where your family is.
Exactly.
Is that where you go for holidays and shit?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, cool. What city?
Lagos.
Okay.
Yeah, it's raw. I live in a really nice area. Of course, Nigeria is rough. Like, people say it's a third world country or a developing nation type shit, but
I don't look at it like that. I don't know. I don't even know shit. I just be assuming it's not.
Right, you know what I mean? Right. I feel you.
I know way too many rich ass Nigerians. or like maybe not rich, but just like they fine. Like,
right. I feel you. And like Nigeria, it's a beautiful place, man. Like in terms of everything, like the artistry, like we have, like.
Don't blow my mind right now.
We have like the best musicians out, and we low-key, just like how hip-hop controls like the culture in America, like Afrobeats, Nigeria is the spot. Like my cousin is Davido. Davido is probably the biggest musician in Africa right now. Like
what?
Biggest. He came to Chicago like.
Man, I didn't even start fucking with these white people.
I'm real though. Like we grew up together. We grew up together in Atlanta, right? And this dude went to college in America. Mm-hmm. Then
moved back.
He moved back. He left school.
Was he born there?
He was born in America. But so he went back to live in Nigeria when he was like 10 or so.
Oh,
then he came back here for school, and then he was like, "Nah, I need to go back home." And and he blew up. Like he was 16, getting radio play from being featured on the biggest Nigerian artist songs. Damn. And now he's 23. He just finished his American tour. He's now on the Africa tour. Like,
so the first time you smoked was with him?
No.
Okay.
When I go home to Nigeria, that's who I chill with.
That's who you call.
That's a you feel me? So, but first time I did was with my other cousin, who also grew up with us in Atlanta, and we were just kicking it in the basement.
In a basement.
And he was like, "You want to smoke?" And I was like, "I guess." Like, we're not really doing shit. It was my first time. I really didn't. The only reason I guess I did it was because it was my cousin. Like, shit.
I love the
way
we
did everything else
together.
I've never done anything with him that like fucked me up. You feel me?
You trusted him.
Yeah, like it was cool.
That's some family shit.
So yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah,
that's good. That lets me know that like family's like kind of important.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Always.
That's dope. Oh man. I feel like I learned so much so quick. I didn't know anything about where you lived or where you came from.
Yeah, people can't really tell. Sometimes when I talk, people are like, you have an accent.
Nah,
I don't know. People that are from Chicago know I'm not from Chicago by the way I talk, I guess. Some people more than others, but they'll ask me where I'm from and they'll hear that I'm from somewhere else and they won't be surprised.
This is the first time, and we've met like multiple times.
Yeah, hella times.
You sound so much different than my memory of
where. Like the way I talk or like the way I sound?
I just don't even fucking know what I thought like anymore. This is just seems so much more like, okay, I'm getting to know you.
Word. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, this is a different type of interview.
Yeah, exactly. It's not
already. So, we're talking about the past. Let's stay on the past a little bit.
Okay.
So, and maybe entertain this question a little bit.
Okay.
So, in terms of like okay, as someone who's like lived in the continent of Africa, and lived in Nigeria, and then like come to America, what is that? What is the word? What do the words African American mean to you at that point?
To me,
like if you're just, you know what I mean? Like the line is less of like people always talk about that like black is black, but then like African American seems like a more properly reserved term for people who are immigrants moving into America from Africa.
Right.
So does that even matter to you? Like how do you
personally
just curious.
Personally, to me, like I'm first generation. Like I was born in Nigeria. Like I'm not African American at all. Only in the way because I'm an American citizen.
Yeah.
You feel me? So legally I'm an African American. Mm-hmm. But that wasn't until I was like 10, 11 years old.
Yeah.
You know, because I had lived here for 10 years before I could become a citizen. You know, but being an African, you know, even a lot of black people, you know, will come and tell me, like, because, you know, this discussion comes up a lot when you know, interact with a lot of different races and stuff. So, like, I'll be over here in America and they'll be like, oh, why do Africans feel this way about black people? You know, and it's like, to me, I'm like, I don't really know what you mean because I've lived in America my whole life as a black person. Yeah. So I've experienced this, everything that you have experienced, you know, as long as I've been here, you know. I don't have ancestors that were slaves.
Right.
But, like, the same treatment you get, I get.
Yeah.
The color of my skin is the same as yours, you know.
Yeah.
So, in saying that, like, some black people will even be like, nah, Africans, y'all can't even, you know, y'all shouldn't even be saying nigga because y'all, you know, I'm like, yo, like, no, like, I'll be like, yo, I respect that. Like, I won't say it around you. Like, I won't make, but I'm like, at the end of the day, if an old white lady comes and walks past me and doesn't like me because of the way I look, she don't call me a nigga. You feel me? Like, I don't, you know, I understand, like, I respect, but, like, I don't agree, you know?
I just don't feel.
How do you feel about that?
I think it's fucking weird.
Right. It's just fucking I'm trying to, cause I'm not, you know,
I think it's more about just not. At that point, it's just more about exercising the power to be like, don't do that. Mm-hmm. Which I think convolutes the message. The point is, non-black people shouldn't say. I feel like we shouldn't be so quick. And this is another thing that I've been like recently talking with people about, just like the whole idea of like the biracial identity is like, we should be like, in a way, like kind of recruiting motherfuckers.
Right.
Like, in the
we should be getting people to be able to sympathize with us.
And you know? Like, I mean, it's just, and it's all made up in a way. So it's like, but at the end of the day, like melanin is melanin, and
right.
like being like from Africa and noticeably having those features and whatever, like,
bro, literally
you're instantly qualified for whatever word you want to use. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
literally every person of color came from Africa. Literally, that's facts. And people have a hard time, I guess, because they're not thinking historically, they're thinking right now. But just like how they can dwell on their ancestors being slaves, they should be able to understand where they came from as well.
And the beauty of that. And like that,
literally,
that not being like,
and that you don't have to embrace the negative.
Or just the things that disconnect us.
Yeah. But
that's, you know, that's how some people choose to live their lives.
That's
I'm glad I asked you the question because it's not something I grew up with immediately when I was growing up. Uh-huh. You know, your past is super interesting, so.
Yeah. So I definitely have probably a different perspective than a lot of people. I mean, just because my experience has been different. You know?
Mm-hmm. Man. And you know, the more we actually, you know, it's funny. The more we talk about the past, the more I feel like it's appropriate to get into the next segment.
Okay.
Screenshot it. Let's go. All right. So Dami,
yo,
I got these photos, man. Oh, I'm gonna get the call. I'm gonna text you. I can't talk now. I got these freaking photos, man.
Yeah.
Okay. I went on your social media. Okay. I did some research. I scoured the virtual globe.
Dope. You're using it right.
What's that?
You're using it the right way.
I'm doing what I gotta do. You know, information.
A lot of people don't know how to use social media.
There's data out there. They really don't. Actually, let's talk about that off camera.
Okay.
Let's talk about that off camera. I really want to talk about that off camera.
For sure.
So, first one we got. Explain this one.
Explain this photo?
Yes, just talk about it. Give us some context.
Basically, all summer I spent being a brand ambassador for Mint Clothing. And the owners of Mario's Italian Ice own Mint Clothing as well.
Same block.
Literally, they own the whole street, the whole block. So like
Taylor Street.
From Taylor and Miller to Taylor and like damn near Racine. They own that whole block.
Wow.
So literally, like, you know, we could go to Mario's Italian Ice because we're at Mint almost every day. You know, working, trying to get people in the store, and you can just pull up to Mario's and just get some ice.
Is that where the idea came from?
For what?
The shirt.
For the shirt? Yeah, this shirt is it's the brand. It's Mario's Italian Ice.
It's Mario's.
It's Mario's shirt.
Mario's.
They sell it at Mint.
Oh, gotcha. So, they sell it at Mint.
Yeah,
that's super
exactly.
dope.
So they have a whole bunch of different colors and stuff.
That's awesome.
And yeah, I just took a picture in front of there. I was
that's
like,
perfect.
You know, it's
I mean,
it's like an advertisement for the. You know,
this shit has layers, bro.
It does.
It's layers.
There's depth.
It's like
there's depth in like damn near everything I do. To be honest,
thinking like why is he wearing a Mario's Italian
in front of Mario?
In front of Mario, like why does he want me to come to Mario?
You feel
so
me?
bad
Because shit,
it's like summer. I'm like, I do want lemonade.
Because if you go to Mario's, you'll probably see me.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'll be right next door, and we can kick it. You feel me?
It's dope. I'm on like the fringes. I'm like, I'm there.
Seeing what's going on.
I never go in.
I feel you.
You know, I'm always like,
I
peep.
Trust me, I'm gonna let you know the perfect time to go in.
Yeah, let me know.
I'm gonna let you know the perfect time to go in.
Well, I think this one, you covered this one. I just love it because, I mean, it's just like most of your damn social media. You're so fucking happy. Just so like,
I love that.
Just glowing like damn.
Gotta spread the positivity, bro.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I'm getting on that too. I just gotta go through some stuff.
That's me. I feel you.
Check this out. Talk about. I like this one. Talk about this one, and then we'll talk about this a little later too.
Okay, so this is damn near a week ago.
About a week ago,
bro.
Dude, we gotta start bringing that back. What happened? Remember 2014?
Yeah, bro.
2014, right?
Yeah.
You could not say it happened a week ago without someone going
hitting that dance, bro.
That was a great dance.
But yeah, free Bobby, man. Bobby's a legend. I don't care what nobody says.
So you see how like my conversation on like I go.
Hell yeah. I feel you. I'm like that too. I'm with it. But yeah, free Bobby.
Yeah, this. Wow, that has layers too.
This, right?
Yes. Because,
bro, literally everything.
Because remember like the meme calendar?
Yeah.
What year? What month was that? That was like April.
Well, yeah, it was definitely in spring.
No, that was March because it was
March.
It was Drake.
It was March. Yeah. Exactly.
So they're gonna see it on the screen like right here.
Yeah.
But yeah, that shit is so genius.
But yeah, so this I'll start from this definitely these Chance the Rapper parody accounts. I had been seeing people like retweet like viral tweets from a parody account, and you know it's kind of been going on for a while. Different like personalities, like I know Khaled, Daily yes, bro. Weird. So like you know, it's going crazy, and then Chance goes and endorses this parody account. I'm like,
he did.
I'm like, what? Like, that's risky because shit, they could start saying some crazy shit now that you've co-signed them, you know.
Yeah, that's
I haven't really kept up with that account
I mean,
since then. I literally just saw the one that he, you know.
Yeah, I saw that retweet as well.
But I was like, wow, this is hilarious. And I literally instantly thought of this meme.
Wow.
And I tweeted it like as a reply to that
meme,
bro.
Man.
That shit I was
it went crazy.
I was not like expecting it to go like that because
I knew it was.
Because
the minute I was like, oh okay.
Because
he beat everybody.
Because like I don't know if people were thinking it, but like me, I think when I want to do something, I think of it and do it like right then and there. You feel me?
I mean,
on the quicks.
It was
you know. And I was like, you know, I wasn't doing anything. I was on Twitter and I was like, bro, this is it. This is. And then it didn't like I definitely did not anticipate it getting over 7,000 likes and over 800 retweets. Like my phone, like I don't even have my Twitter or Instagram notifications. They're not even on. Like they haven't been for like months. Okay. And like I'm glad they're not because if this my shit would have just blown up. So like I only get notifications when I open Twitter. You feel me? So,
Right.
but every time I would open it, I would see the little thing at the bottom. I'm like, damn, what? Like, it's not even like,
No,
it's just going.
Trust me, it's just and it
You feel me?
gets to a point where it's like you can't even really.
It's overwhelming. Like, I don't even.
You can't even
like,
put it in perspective.
Exactly. It's like, what the hell? I know.
And then,
You can mute tweets now.
Yeah, exactly. My friend told me because I was like, I keep on getting notifications.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it.
And like the thing is like,
And she was like, you can mute it. I was
when
like,
you're doing
bet.
so much other shit, like literally, and this used to happen a lot on Facebook because I used to get a lot of haters on Facebook.
Word.
Because people thought I was winning on Facebook for some reason. Like people thought I was like really like rich or like something. I don't know. But I used to have to just mute certain posts because
I feel you.
like one time I asked for a Cuddy torrent and like it just turned into a whole thing.
Damn.
They never responded to one thing. They were like, "How dare you?
Wow.
Cuddy's going through it."
Wow. And you're like,
When I
bro.
ended up listening to, I was like, I don't have Apple Music.
Right.
I ended up
gotta
actually
get it.
listening it to on Apple Music.
Mm-hmm.
And Gio was there. We were smoking. I was
Mhm.
just like, we're looking at these this thread.
Right.
I mean, it was a thread. I was just like,
People were really hating for real.
they were hating, bro. They were straight hating.
Damn, bro.
But no, that's dope. Last one. Let me
yeah.
hit you with one more. This one's a little bit more fun.
Okay.
It's also a super throwback.
Word.
So get ready for this shit.
Alright.
I mean, I could just clown you so many different ways.
I'm always with it, man. I love the joke.
I mean, this is when I think of Dami. when I get down to the core and
Word.
judge a person
Word.
on a very surface level, I think of you in this picture, just surrounded, happy, surrounded by white girls in a pool.
Damn. Okay,
Some
so
swim trunks on.
So yeah.
2012.
Damn. Yeah, 2012. That was the year that
That's a
changed
great
my
year,
life.
right?
That's the year that changed my life. That's
What
when I
happened?
moved. That's when I moved to Nigeria from America. So yeah, I ran track in high school.
Mm-hmm.
You know, track is a co-ed sport. You know, girls are your teammates too.
And at the meets.
Yeah,
At the
exactly,
meets and shit.
You know, so yeah, should be
Meet and
going
greet.
down at exactly. Should be going down
Oh
at
shit!
track.
Oh what? We're in
Big.
Southern Illinois for a night.
Right.
Oh, we gotta stay in a.
Right. You know, I'm not gonna say too much on that, but yeah. So end of the season, 2012, school just ended. You know, one of my teammates has a pool party. I love women in general. You know.
No, you're really like. It seems like you're like good at like watering the friendships. No, it sounds wrong because I have issues. Like you actually do seem like you're just like a really nice guy.
Yeah.
You're actually
right.
Like, you actually do just.
Yeah. I feel the same way, you know, and I'm glad that you even feel that way.
It comes off that way. So when I see you surrounded, like white women in a pool, I'm like,
yeah, like I said, I went to.
2012 was a good year for Dami.
I went to. Yeah, it was. It was
a good year.
Like I said, I went to an all-white high school.
Oh, true.
So,
I mean, I grew up in a white neighborhood too.
So, it was like what 5% black. You know, so I was one of the tokens. You feel me? I was one of the tokens.
And
but
like, fuck that. It's not even that. It's like you're like a hotspot. If you're Wi-Fi, you're the plug.
That's the thing.
Hello.
So
okay,
like, in my experience, bro, it was definitely like that. Like, I don't even know. Just because we're you know one, you know, I guess they just like, I don't know. I think it has a lot to do with my personality as well. But the black element.
Have you seen Insecure?
Yeah.
Have you seen the episode where Lawrence has the threesome?
Yeah.
Think about that. It's kind of like that Get Out shit. It's
I feel you.
It's exoticism
right,
with a little bit of male objectification.
Right.
Because it's reverse. You wouldn't think anything of it from a
100%.
Gender perspective, but from a race perspective, you gotta have your guard up and be like,
I agree.
And as a kid, or as just a young adult, like me as a teen, I wasn't as receptive to that.
I feel you.
But to see it expressed differently in media, you know,
exactly. Especially now, you know,
we're just too.
To me, it's completely different. Like it's like, damn, that could have been me type shit. Like you can relate on a certain level.
There's certain things that happen.
I had a friend say he was too short for white women. I thought that was hilarious.
Damn.
He's like 5'4".
Oh,
white women, they know
bro,
though.
he's black, right?
Yeah.
Bro, no black man is too short or too anything for white women.
I don't know about that.
No, dude, because like there's
I don't know about that.
That might have been on his own psyche.
And that's the thing. If the fact that he said that is evident if he putting out that, I'm not judging your friends. Why are you doing this? I'm just saying.
No,
being confident. Thank you. Being confident adds to the sauce.
He's a confident dude, but I do think like white girls do like
it's
a certain criteria. Like if you play sports, like it's a look. You know what I mean?
True. Well, yeah. I mean, hell yeah. Especially
it depends on what that woman is looking for.
Yeah.
True.
And like,
that's also
and also if you're talking about like height and shit, that means their criteria is that much more specific. Like you hear so many white women be like, or any woman nowadays be like, oh, I don't fuck with white dudes.
Yeah.
Oh, I only fuck with black dudes.
No,
this is facts. They be like, I only fuck with white dudes. And it's like at some point you gotta think, okay, are you only like is it a matter of preference and taste, or is it like you just literally have like a fetish? Like when does it stop?
True.
Some people
have their types.
I have a type.
Some people
I'm open to everybody.
Right, exactly. Some people have their types, and they feel like because they cannot relate to somebody, they can't fuck with them. You feel me? So like if you said, like you hear a black girl saying, I don't fuck with white dudes. I'm guessing black women are one of the few, people that will say they don't fuck with white people, because I mean that's the suit. But
you're right. That's
you feel me? Like because they're the superior race, right? Like they're
I would understand that actually.
You feel me?
Yeah, but even then it's like like there's got to be something a little deeper than just I like the way it looks.
Definitely.
And,
but that's that also comes down to the type of person you are. Some people are really just surface people. You really can't get into.
And this is why I kind of want to talk to y'all. I can't wait. Not that I don't love y'all. I just can't wait for this interview to end so I can talk to you. About just like the surface.
Word.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because this is all this is.
Yeah.
So beautifully. All right. So we got one more. We got one more topic.
Okay.
This topic is so great because it grows.
That's beautiful. Growth is beautiful.
It's based on agreements.
Okay.
Disagreements, arguments, facts, opinions.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about Chicago trivia, man.
Chicago.
As someone who is, you're new to Chicago, right?
Relatively. What, 3 years now?
This is informed of my questions now. I didn't know that. But now we're gonna pull up the ongoing. So the way this works is it's ongoing questions. I ask this to every guest.
Okay.
We build upon the knowledge together.
Uh-huh.
Some things people don't know about because they're from a different country or a different place.
Mm-hmm.
Other things, they're kind of agreed upon.
Word.
I'm gonna hit you with one. We're just gonna go into it. It's gonna start off easy.
Word.
All right. So this one's on top of them. All right. So if you meet a young Chicago creative,
mm-hmm.
talking about she in art school,
mm-hmm.
she black, she fine. Where she go to school? Where she go to college? There's gonna be a sound. There's gonna be a sound. That's correct, my friend.
Definitely goes to Columbia, bro.
And maybe this is a different conversation, but how do we know? Like, how do we just know?
That's definitely a different conversation, but we know.
We just know. Alright, you might not know this. I don't know. Did you play basketball or just track and field?
I played basketball, yeah, I did.
You might know this. What's the biggest high school basketball rivalry in Chicago?
Simeon, Whitney Young, is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm
surprised you know that.
Yeah, I'm a basketball head, like.
Cause all the high school, all the prospects.
Yeah, D Rose.
That shit was like damn near a whole
Jaleel
league.
Okafor, yeah.
Jabari,
come on. Yeah,
come on.
it's crazy.
It's crazy.
So, and I know that those guys came from there. So yeah.
Barry's, I'm not Barry. Dami's 2 for 2.
Yeah, true.
Dami's 2 for 2.
True.
All right. I almost gave away the next question. I'm not gonna ask that question because
bet.
All right. What's the official cigarette of the black community in Chicago? The official one.
Yeah. I don't know because I don't smoke squares.
Good for you.
Should I guess?
Think about what you've seen. Focus on the surface.
The black community.
Don't think too hard.
I can't even honestly.
I don't know.
Probably know like 3 cigarette brands, or I mean, people roll up their own shit too. But that might be a little bougie.
Yeah. See.
Spirits. I don't know.
Final answer.
Yeah. Final answer.
Newport 100s. Newport Menthol 100s. Be on the lookout for now.
Those are the green ones, right?
Oh, yep. That's how you remember it.
Yeah.
They're the green ones.
The green ones, yeah.
The green ones.
Green and white.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Anytime you see that, Newport 100, and start looking at who's smoking them. See a white person smoking.
True.
You never know. They might drop the M word. They might be.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm two for 3 now.
You're 2 for 3. This is still good, dude. That's still good.
Word.
A lot of people.
I mean that one I don't know because I'm.
Let's
I don't fuck with squares.
Let's do one more. Yeah, let's do this one. All right, so I like this one. I love this one. Controversial. What's the biggest disappointment in Chicago sports history?
Greatest disappointment.
Greatest.
Chicago sports history. Let's think of the sports though. Got the Bulls. Got the Cubs. Got the White Sox. Got the Blackhawks. The biggest disappointment.
Once you answer, they're all eligible too. So go ahead.
Bet.
Go
So
ahead.
the biggest disappointment that a Chicago sports team has like experienced, or like or like, is that what you're trying to say?
No, that the city is like. What's the one that hurt us the most?
Oh,
come on! Don't think too hard. Tell me.
It's the Bears, G. Is it not the Bears?
No,
it's not.
That hurt, but not as much.
Really? Are you telling me?
Give me opinions, Joey.
Damn.
Joey,
Damn.
you say it.
Are you telling me that D Rose is bigger than the Bears losing the Super Bowl?
I would go a step further. I would think like LeBron James, like when he snubbed the.
Oh, when he was going to free agency, right?
Yeah.
And he literally came, and Melo too. The people be snubbing. People were snubbing the Bulls.
The snub, that's a disappointment.
But Derrick Rose though.
Rose.
The thing is, the reason why I wouldn't
dude,
really say it's a disappointment because Derrick Rose, I mean, he's still playing. I know he plays for the Cavs now. That shit is crazy to me. Because
dude, he might get a ring.
Exactly, and for him to do that, exactly.
But I want to see him get a ring.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. So it's like Derrick Rose is like the biggest thing that happened to Chicago since MJ.
Period.
Literally homegrown. MJ's not even homegrown. MJ was drafted. Derrick Rose homegrown, MVP of the league. Y'all like, damn.
I just got an idea.
We about to go back to the glory days.
Also off screen. Also another off screen idea. But you gotta understand, with all that comes the hype. You can't be, like, what I mean is like, maybe disappointment isn't the right word. It's letdown.
Yeah.
So
if you said that, I might have. Yeah, I might have said D Rose because like, D Rose is. Man, he's already a legend. He was a legend before he even, So,
yeah, man. I don't know.
He just can't catch a break.
He can't catch a break. I wish him all the best of luck in Cleveland.
Yeah.
I think that as I ask this question more, people always say different things. A lot of people say the Bears, though.
Yeah.
I stand by D Rose. Honestly, Dami, it's just been great to have you here. I mean, I'm kind of faded.
All love, man. All love.
I mean,
it's a pleasure to come through. Anytime.
We went through a lot of actually good topics.
Yeah.
Good
quickly
topics.
too.
Yeah, it's beautiful to have you on the show.
For sure, man.
So I think
it's my pleasure.
I think we're gonna wrap. Salud. Let's just cheers up one more time and take one more swig. And then we gotta turn this off so we can have a real conversation.